What's up, everybody? Let's make sure we're good here. Can y'all hear me out there? Oh, I'm doing the loop of death. All right, so what is up, people? Anonymous, what's going on? And hold on, who is this? We have Calvin, we have Intelligence. Let me just see what's going on. Oops. Move this over here, swing you over here. I said swing you over here. How's everybody doing tonight? Close this out. Noob, Snoop Cybot, what's going on? That's what's up. All right, so thank you guys for joining another night. Told y'all I would probably be back on. It was a hectic day. Again, I'm still getting used to coming back to, I guess, the land of the living. But you know, how you guys' day going? I've been I have been, ripping and running all day. I was with the family, just kind of kicking it with them. Well, they, the ladies in my life, my wife and my daughter, decided they wanted to go shopping and decided it'd be a good idea to bring me along. So I don't know how many hours and how many dollars later, but like I said, we spent the day shopping and hanging out and stuff, which was good. It's their spring break and stuff, and with COVID and everything, I haven't really been able to, get out and do like a vacation. So, um, it was good to kind of just spend the day with them and just kind of laugh and joke and just away from everything. But now they are out doing their girl thing. My son is upstairs. I think he's catching up on his Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I got some free time on my hands, and I'm gonna try to catch back up on some of this TryHackMe stuff. So if you guys haven't done so yet, please, 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 because I'm trying to get these numbers up. Follow me on wherever you're following me. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me wherever you're watching this. So whether it is Twitch, twitch.tv/djax120, or YouTube, youtube.com /C/Alpha Cybersecurity. Trying to get this stuff up. Trying trying to get these numbers up and stuff, because like I said, I'm trying to do some big things. And even though, like I said, I'm not necessarily worried about the numbers, the people whose attention I'm trying to get for things I want to do with the show, they worry about the numbers. So not to mention, definitely would help to kind of get some of that that ad revenue that they're putting on everybody's videos. So anyway, how's what are we? Where's today? Wednesday. How's you guys' week going? Let's see. We have Noob. Where are we? Let me see where everybody's at here. Is everybody on YouTube? Looks like everybody's on YouTube. Yes. everybody is on YouTube. So that's what's up. So yeah, guys, if you haven't done so yet, please, please, please like and subscribe. Get the numbers up. Let's get that algorithm hacked and get some stuff moving. All right, so the last time I was on TryHackMe doing the live stream, we were still doing the Linux fundamentals. So I think it's only right that we continue on with that and get through some stuff. Like I said, I'm on vacation, so I'm not necessarily worried too much about time. I probably end up streaming tomorrow and doing a longer stream tomorrow as well, and getting it moving. So like I said, so we'll probably end up doing that. Probably do a longer stream, maybe during the day into the evening tomorrow, since there's no InfoSec Unplugged. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I put out a question of the day yesterday and then kind of retweeted it today, and also put it on LinkedIn on who you guys would like to see me interview next. And I've gotten some great responses, especially on LinkedIn. So emails have been getting sent out. Again, I'll show you the list real quick. That's actually page 2 or 3 of the list. Like, I'm trying to get it all. I'm trying to get the guest list fleshed out for at least the next 3 to 4 months. And I'm probably do some. You're gonna see some surprises. You're gonna see some group stuff, some group chats. You're gonna see some panel discussions. I'm actually going to look and see if I can do a panel discussion for an upcoming conference, which I think would definitely be helpful to the community. So, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe to the blog at alphacybersecurity.tech. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Twitch. If you like what I'm doing, you can buy me a coffee. Like I said, all the links are, if you're following me here on YouTube, the links are below. If you follow me on Twitch, the links, I believe, are in the About section or in my whole About area. So, like I said, so anyway, let's see. The clouds embrace guides us, our highest callings in life. Yeah, Calvin, Father Bill teaches us that Azure, the true cloud, is to become one with us and one with it. Yeah, like I said, I'm taking a break from my AWS guide stuff that I was building that I showed you guys yesterday. Oh, here we go. My week is good. I'm studying for my third. Hey, you know what? Keep at it, man. Keep at it. Keep at it, noob, and crush it. Like, I'm pretty sure you'll get it. As long as you're showing improvement as you go along, you should be fine. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna just put this out on Twitter again, just in case they didn't catch it before. So I'm gonna share the link. If you guys could, you could also share the link. Let everybody know I'm live. I know this is this is new, I guess, in a way, because I've been down for a while. So anyway, all right. So let's get into this Linux Fundamentals 3. How long? Let's see. Hold on one second. Hey, nope. That's weird. Trying to get the TV and stuff going as I go along with it. Where are we at? All right, cool. Anonymous, the next InfoSec Unplugged, there will not be one this Thursday. Like I said, I took a little hiatus, and I'm actually fleshing out that information right now. I'm trying to figure out who the guest is going to be, finalize all that information, and get that ball rolling. So we will be back If I don't have something lined up, if I don't have something solid, um, this week, for next week, then it'll probably be on the 22nd. But I'm shooting for April 15th. Like I said, that was a mistake on my end. That I should have had it lined up, but the break kind of came abruptly. It was just something that I just felt like I needed to do. So I am trying to finalize that stuff now. But like I said, it'll definitely be in the next 2 weeks. Um, Once I get that information, I will let you guys know via here, Twitter. If you haven't subscribed to my blog, you can subscribe to the blog because I'll be sending out newsletters either weekly or bi-weekly with everything that's coming up with upcoming streams, upcoming show episodes, and where you can find other stuff that I got going on. Kalila, what's going on? So, like I said, so that's pretty much what I'm working on right now. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this stuff here. This room is a third part of the Linux fundamental rooms designed to teach you about various Linux concepts and built tools and inbuilt tools. This room covers advanced file operators. So this is continuing from the last one that I did a couple weeks ago. Introduction into shell scripting and users and groups. Deploy the machine and SSH into the room using the following credentials. These credentials will be available from the last task of Linux fundamentals. All right, so for one, you guys see everything that's going on right now. I'll actually switch it. So let's go here so you guys get better. Oh wait, hold on. Did I just see that right? Anonymous, I shall reveal my true identity in the nearest future. Hey, well, hey, if you want to reveal your identity on the show, that could be an idea. I don't know. All right, so like I said, so let's get to let's switch it over. All right, cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start up the attack box. I will be waiting in the cloud for this day. Um, Kiki, per our previous conversation, I should be able to make that happen. What we were talking about for tomorrow. On the day we merge and become one with Azure. Well, Anonymous, you should be pleased to know that I will once I finish up the AWS stuff. I'm jumping into Azure next. Like I said, that's gonna go AWS, and then after AWS, I'll do Azure, and then after Azure, I'll take a look at Google. All right. So while this machine is initializing, there you go. I gotta stop being lazy and stupid. I actually need to just hurry up and pay for the membership here. I plan on using this. So all right, cool. Listen, from here on, I hear Azurians. That's cool. As long as like we're not following some crazy cult, I'm okay with it. All right, so this room is the third part. So we did this. So we started the machine. Oh, we need to SSH into the room using the following credentials. So we need the IP address. So this. So my IP address is 10.10.57.5. 10.10.93.60. All right, so we're gonna go sudo sudo SSH, and then the username is what? Shiba3 at 10.10.93.60. All right, I think that's it. Yes. And then the password was Happy Newt Noises. All right, cool. So now we are in here. Ubuntu comes with okay, no warranty to the extent command AA not found that I okay. App install astronomical almanac. Okay, cool. All right, so we are off to a good start. If you have a machine open in the welcome room or any room, please go to that room and terminate for deploying it. Okay, so we're done with that. Cool. All right, so we're into C. So now we're looking at CP. CP is basically like copy. So CP mainly does the same thing as move, except instead of moving the file, it duplicates, copies it. The syntax is also the same as MV, meaning CP file and destination. Hey, you guys want to know the name of the tool I like shouting about? Cobalt Strike. Hey, Butters, what's up? I just noticed that. What's going on, sir? Oh, let me move. Let me fix that. Teach me, senpai. Yeah, Cobalt Strike is actually pretty good. I haven't used it in a long time, but yeah, I like Cobalt Strike. All right, cool. All right, so let's see right here. I just want to see something. So there is what is this? Let's just see what's in our. All right, cool. ls-la. Okay, so those are two files. All right, cool. So we're gonna cd back, and then we're going to learn how to type. All right, cool. All right, so now we're going to also do change directory and make directory. So in the window there are folders. Folders allow you to store multiple files in a single group, which makes them easier to organize and access. Linux has the exact same thing, except they're called directories. I like to shout Cobalt Strike really loud and aggressively, like I'm trying to do a karate move. Is this a hint or something, Anonymous? I feel like you're trying to hint at something, but we'll see. All right. So anyway, in the window, all right, Linux allows you to change the location of the current directory. Let me move it back here, see if you guys can see that better. All right, cool. The syntax is cd directory. All right, so we know that relative paths are supported as well as absolute paths. The command line provides a nice section for seeing exactly what directory you're in. This brings us to mkdir, which is make a directory. Occasionally, you want to make a new directory to store files in. This is done using mkdir and the syntax. Okay, cool. So using relative paths, how would you cd to your home directory? So that would be a cd dot. And then using absolute paths, how would you make a directory called test in TMP? So that would be mkdir slash TMP slash test. Okay, so now we're in here. LN is a weird one because it has two different main uses. One of those is known as hard linking, which completely duplicates the file and links the duplicate to the original copy, meaning whatever is done to the created link is also done to the original file. The syntax is ln source destination. No problem, Butters. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'm still working on that thing we talked about. So you take care, be safe. All right. Calvin Boyle says CD. Yeah, so CD slash or CD. Yeah, when I did CD dot, I think that was for the for the present directory. All right, cool. So ln actually did that. That's a new one. I've never actually used the ln command before. So cat file. So if you ln file and then call it file two, and then if you echo newt to file two, and then you cat file, huh? That's interesting. That's interesting. So you can link. So you can link it to the file, but whatever changes you make to file, the second file will also write to the first file. Hmm. It's important to be very careful with hard links, as depending on what you're doing, it can be easy to erase data from a file. The next form of linking is a symbolic linking, symlink, while a hard link file contains the data in the original file. A symbolic link is just a glorified reference, meaning the actual symbolic link has no data in it at all, just a reference to another file. That's just it's just a file. So but there's nothing in it. The syntax for a symbolic link is the exact same, but it uses the S flag. So to create a symbolic link, you would run ln-s. So if you ln-s file and then call it file three, then you do that. But then if you ls shows a symbolic link. Ln is for a link. No, I yeah, that one I actually did not know that. That's interesting. But in reality, it has the same perms as the original file. I want to know permissions is 777, so that means you can execute it, but right, so everything is writable. All right, so how would I link home test file? So that would be ln slash home slash test slash test file, and then you would go tmp test file. Really? Okay. I was actually trying to create the file. All right, so find. All right, I know the find command. Find is an incredibly powerful but incredibly simple command. It allows you to do just as it says, find files. It does this by listing every file in the current directory. So if you ran find tmp, it would find every file. It would list every file in tmp. It is worth noting that find is recursive. So it searches every directory that is in the original directory you provided, meaning that if you were to run find slash, it would list every file in the operating system. Another thing worth noting is that it can only list files in directories that you have permission to access, meaning you can't just list every file as every user. The true power of this command comes through the parameters you can provide. If you can use find directory slash user or dash user to list every file owned by a specific user, you can use finder group to list every file owned by a specific group. The sheer customizability of the command is the most powerful feature. All right, let's see here. I just want to see what if I'm missing anything in the chat. All right, nope, we're still good on the chat. Let's see. All right, cool. All right, so it is worth the here. All right, so find temp user root. How do you find files that have specific permissions? Hold on. Find. Can't just list every file. You can hear the T. Oh, sorry. Let me turn it down. I'm surprised that I even picked up over there. Um, no, they got wrestling on over there in the corner. Okay, cool. Yep. Sounds like wrestling. Yep. All right, so true power. All right, so we're gonna. So it says here you recommend using checking the manual page. So we're gonna say man find. Now let's maximize this, and now let's see. So you want to find, and you can search for files, directory, hierarchy. The manual page documents. Okay, options. The dash H, L, and P options control the treatment of symbolic links. That's debug and queries every optimization. And we're looking to see a file that has specific permissions, right? All right, cool. We're looking specific version. File was last accessed. Okay, let's do this. Fine. All right, so let's see. I don't think I skipped it, but how do you find files? There it is. Files permission bits are exactly mode. So it's dash perm. There we go. How would you find all the files in slash home? So that would be find slash home. How would you find all the files owned by a paradox on the whole system? The hell? The hell's up? Okay, so paradox on the whole system. So let's do this. Let's go quit, and then we're going to say man find, and then we're going to go grep paradox. Do I need to quote it? Oh, come on. All right, hold on. Okay, let's do grep dash I paradox. Okay. Linux. Yeah, Calvin. It is. It is. I kind of like these CTFs too because it causes it really makes you really have to go out and find the stuff and find the right answers and everything. Wait, find command find slash grep system. Is it find slash the find slash first or is it asking? Hold on. I think I made a mistake. Let me see something. CD. No, let me see. Cat slash Etsy password. Shiba proxy. Let's do this. Clear. Let's do find paradox. No such file or directory. Find dash H. Oh, come on. Is it? Oh, thank you. Because if his file's owned by Paradox, Are they saying there's a username paradox? Because then it would be find slash, there's a dash user paradox. So there's a username paradox. Yeah, there it is. Okay, yep. Find. Okay, find dash user. So I didn't know there was a username paradox. That's what. That's why I did. If you look, that's why I did the cat Etsy password file. Not that. The cat Etsy password file, because I was looking for users on the machine named Paradox. All right. So if we go ls, let me see something. Test ls. Those are just files. Okay, well, they were looking for the user paradox. All right, well, we figured it out. All right, so, oh look, we were just talking about this command, and now here it is. So we're gonna look at the grep command. I can say without reservation that grep is one of the most useful commands to learn. It allows you to find data inside data. When working with large files or large output, it is arguably the best way to narrow the output down to better find what you're looking for. The syntax is grep string file. However, that file is optional if you're using piping. You can search multiple files at the same time, meaning you can theoretically do grep string file and then file 2. For instance, let's say you have a file name of test1234, but you don't know where it is on the system. You can, if the find can be used to list every file on the operating system, and grep can be used. So this is what I was trying to do, but again, it wouldn't have worked anyway because I was looking for like a file or something, and it was actually a user. Grep comes and saves the day. What about a bunch of data? Grep hello test dash n. Okay, so I'm sure you can see the command. When searching logs for the cause of the error message, another important thing to know is grep supports regular expressions. Okay. All right, so now let's just look at, let's see if there's a grep dash, let's see, help. So you can usually use a man page for the manual, but you could also do the help page, which is just kind of like a condensed version of the manual. So since we're looking at the flag list, the numbers, I'm pretty sure it's dash n, but I just wanted to use the help feature, and right there you see it is dash n. So dash n, and then how would I search for the string boop in the file AAAA in the directory TMP? All right, so we're going to say grep boop TMP AAA. I'm just curious, is there really a clear, let's see, cat TMP AAA. CD TMP LS. So there was no file. Okay, I was just wondering. All right, moving right along. Drippy trippy hippie. I had. been through a lot in this section, and the challenge for this binary will reflect that. The first step is actually finding the binary. I'm not heartless though, so I'll give you the name of the binary. The name of the binary is Shiba4. The actual binary will check for two things. It will be checking that there's a directory called test in your home directory. How you create that is up to you. It'll also be checking that inside the directory is a file called 1234. Give me 1 second, everybody. People be really doing the most sometimes. Okay, anyway, let's see. Find come on. I already know where that is. LS. Alright, so the file is called test1234. So we're looking for oh boy. So we need to finding the binary. I'll give you the name. The name of the binary is Shiba4. The actual binary will check for two things. So we need to do find slash, and we're looking for the name. So that would be dash name Shiba4. Permission denied, permission denied. Okay, so we have this right here. That doesn't say permission denied, so it's an opt secret. Come on. Okay, so it was an opt secret Shiba4. So let's clear this. CD opt secret and then Shiba4. So cat Shiba4. Okay, can't do that. We want to be able to read it. Actually, we want to do this. Let's clear again, and then we want to, it's an executable. Okay. What's Sheba 4's password? Test 1 2 3 4. Okay. All right. What are we doing? Cat Etsy Shadow. All right. I got class in 10 minutes. Well, no, like I said, I didn't do the Etsy Shadow because if you cat the Etsy Shadow, it's gonna probably tell you that the permission is denied. All right. Yep. So permission was denied. So you had to look at the binary. So the binary was named was Sheba 4, right? And that was my mistake because I tried to read the file and not execute the file. So what we ended up having to do is we ended up having. So let's just back out of it real quick. So we back out of it, and that's not proper typing. And we clear it out. All right, excuse me. So we said we want to find slash name, right? And then we want to do Sheba 4. And then I guess we could do grep. Could we grep for test 1 2 3 4? Doesn't look like it makes much of a difference, but if you look here, all of those say access or permission denied. So let's do this. So we want to make sure that whatever it is that we found, find name Sheba 4. Let's see if we do grep Sheba 4. Grep Sheba 4. So they're in these three files. So if you said cat Etsy actually, let's see something real quick. Cat Etsy password. Is Sheba 4 in here? Sheba 4 is in here. See, now I'm just curious. What's in here? Okay, so ls-la Sheba 4. And that's a file. So if you cat Sheba 4, yeah, there it is right there. Okay, we're good. So you could have actually got it from there too. So you could have got it from the Etsy Sheba 4 folder, or you could have got it from the CD opt secret, and then right there the binary, they wanted you to do it there. Okay, all right, so we have super user, then that last command. Which one? The Etsy, but I think you would have to have admin level privileges, or you'd have to have like super user privileges. But like I said, we can do super user cat Etsy shadow. And then Sheba 3 was what? Happy. What was the password for Sheba 3? And true. Happy newt noises. So it's not in the sudoers file. So even if you did su and said happy new noises, try, maybe I fat fingered happy newt noises. Okay, so it's still an authentication failure. So no matter what, you wouldn't have been able to do that. All right, so where are we? Cool. Miscellaneous, even though we've gone through over how the Linux operating system works and some of its most useful features and commands, there are some useful commands and concepts that haven't been covered, so this section is dedicated. Okay. And Calvin, look at we're actually we're going right into the sudo or the super users section. So throughout this room, you've seen me mention the root user. Root is the equivalent. Okay, so assuming you create a user, give a sudo command. Section it's also where you can run the sudo command as others. Again, man page. So how to specify which users you want to run the command as? You would say su. Nope, I'm sorry. How do you specify? Okay, so man sudo. Just check the chat real quick. All right, cool. Anyway, just move something over here real quick. Where are we at? That's not right. All right. And my dog's going crazy. All right, cool. Anyway, so if we wanted to specify what user we wanted to run is the command as, we would do, it'd probably be a dash u. But like I said, just going through the thing. Here we go. So dash u, other user, used in conjunction with the dash l option to list the privileges for the user. Right, and then here it is again. Here's another one. Dash lowercase u, run the command as a user other than the default target user. So dash u would be our answer. Okay. How would I run who am I as the user gen? So that would go sudo dash u. Wait a minute. Wait. Sudo dash u gen. Who am I? You guys still good, right? I'm not making sure I didn't lose anybody. Okay. How do you list your current sudo privileges? What commands you can run? And who you can run them as? I believe that's su. Nope. Why do I keep thinking this? Hold on. Oh, jeez, dummy. Dash L. And I'm all over the place. Okay. Adding users and groups. All right. Y'all hold on 1 second. Give me a second. All right, so we are back. I sorry about that. Let's see here. You got to go through certain things here. I'm just checking the chat one more time. Like I don't even understand the point of that. So someone comes in and says that, leaves that message. Like, whatever. All right. Okay, so where were we? Nah, I appreciate it. Like I said, I was just looking at the comments and I saw a comment from someone saying something. Not gonna give it any light. All right, so you know how to modify permissions for users and groups. Therefore, it's helpful to know how to create them. Luckily, Linux provides a nice, helpful way to do this with add user and add group. The syntax for both of these are add user and username. Okay, so so basically, if you want to add a user, or let's clear this screen here. Let's quit out of here, and then Learn how to spell again. Let's learn how to spell again. Okay, cool. So if you know how to modify, all right, it's important to note that only root has permissions to add users and groups, as seen with the failure when I attempted to do it. You may be wondering how to add a user to a group. That is done with the user mod command. Meaning, if I wanted to add the user newt, I would, newt to b, I would run user mod ag b newt. Okay. ID is a command that allows you to view basic information about a user. How would I add the test? How would I add the user test to the group test? So that would be sudo user mod dash a dash g, nope, not underscore, dash g, and then we want to say the user test. Okay, so now you're gonna use a file, a text editor. Up until this point, you may have seen me only using dash dash to add content to a file. Luckily, that's not the only way to do things. Nano is a terminal-based text editor. The syntax for Nano is Nano file that you want to write. Nano has a lot of commands inside of its text editor, and the text editor as a whole probably warrants a room on its own, but 99.9% of the time you're going to want to use Control X. Note, arrow X means Control X. Most of the time you see the up arrow key, that means the up arrow means control. Once you press Control X, you'll be prompted with this screen. That's if you want to save it, so then you can save it, you hit yes. Type whatever you want in the file to be named, press enter, and you'll be greeted with the terminal screen. Alright, cool. Now we're moving into, what is this? Bash shell scripting. So Linux provides a way to run commands. This is done by storing commands you run with a sh extension. If we save and run bash s.sh, it executes those commands. Excuse me. So we go bash.s.sh. No, not .s. s.sh. Right? So if you want to do nano s.sh, since we just went over nano, we can type hello, please like and subscribe. Right? And we get out of there. And then we're gonna hit Control X, hit yes, file name to write, yep, hit enter. So now if we clear it and we go back and do cat s.sh, there we go. So clear. All right, so if we run bash, and that basically would have actually ran it like it was a executable, but instead I just did it as a file. So it echoed out, and then it echoed out who am I. So when you actually okay. From there we remove it and make the file unexecutable. The shebang must be in the beginning of the file. Okay, cool. Alright. Where are we? Important files and directories. Throughout this room you've seen a lot of files and directories, so I'm going to use this task to define what the most important the most important of those files and directories do. Before that, however, it's worth noting exactly how the Linux file system works. Everything on a Linux file system extends from the slash. Dot slash is the equivalent of C in Windows, meaning meaning that, for example, if you were to delete slash, you would delete every file on your system. So Etsy password, this is where we were looking for all the user information. Etsy shadow is all the password hashes. The dash temp file is every file that gets deleted upon shutdown, used for temporary files. Just as a pen testing Just as a pen testing though, if you're ever in a system and you're looking to elevate privileges and cover your tracks, you want to make sure you do everything in that slash temp directory. This way, when you shut it down, all of that stuff gets deleted. Then you have the Etsy sudoers. These are the people with sudo permissions. Jeez, what the heck's going on? Slash home is directory where all your downloads and documents are. So that's basically the equivalent of the user's file, like the user file on Windows. Slash root is the home directory, or the root home directory. User is where your software is installed, so that's where any of your scripts or tools are going to be downloaded and installed to. And then your bin and sbin are critical files that you never really want to delete. And then the dash var is a miscellaneous. And then you have your path, which is a good one to remember for when you're trying to do path execution and stuff like that for privilege escalation. But it's an environment variable that contains all the binaries you're able to execute. So basically, adding your scripts or your files to path allows you to do that dot slash rather than type the whole thing out. You can just kind of do that dot slash and then the name of the file, so it executes it as a binary. It's worth noting that the paths in path are separated by colons. Every executable file that is in any of those paths you're able to run just by typing the name of the executable of the full path. So when you do the path manipulation, privilege escalation, what you usually end up doing is trying to manipulate it by adding the path of the file that you want to go to, that you want the file to go to, and you're kind of naming, like, so for example, let's say if you name a file, let's say if you name a command for the cat, right? We've been using cat. You would do user, instead of, it would probably show up all here, so user local bin. So what you would want to do is you would want to write to this path file to say that you want it to execute from the temp directory, because remember, we're in the temp directory trying to cover our tracks and stay hidden. So let's say you create a file that says cat, but it's not necessarily cat. It's actually running a script or a malicious script that you're using to elevate your privileges to gain root access on a machine. You would tell it, okay, cat. So then when the system looks for cat, it goes, oh yeah, we have this cat file that we use to read files. But instead, you're switching the path directory to look at the temp folder instead of these binary folders. So when the person goes to run that cat command, it executes the first one on the screen, or the first one on this list, which would be the temp folder that you put it in. Note, which is just a command that shows you where an executable file is in any of the path directories. So yeah, for example, if I wanted to say which netcat, it shows you it's in this binary. Oh no, this binary and then netcat. So like I said, if I wanted to create a file, I would manipulate that path folder to say temp netcat, and then it would look there. All right, so we're running out of time, I guess. Let me see. Can I? All right, whatever. We're almost done anyway. Right? Cool. Okay, so installing packages. This one is kind of like, app install. So when you need to install packages or install certain tools, you can download them from GitHub. You can download them from different sites. But if they're in the app folder or in the app directory, you can download them from the app for your Linux machines. So this is a bit this is a bit hard to make a task on, because depending on the Linux OS, This information may be entirely worthless. Therefore, I have deemed it the best to show you install packages for the most popular package manager, being apt or apt. A package is essentially a program you can think of, and you can think of it like an exe file on Windows. To install the packages, you need root permissions, as each package will likely modify some of the system critical directories, such as the USR directory. The syntax is apt install. So yeah, so for a lot of Debian stuff, it's apt. Others, it might be like yum, Y-U-M, yum install. But for like Kali Linux, Ubuntu, Parrot, that's all apt. So, okay, just do that one. And then your processes. Every binary you execute on Linux is a process while it's running. A process is just another word for a running program. A list of user-created processes can be used with the PS command. So let's just do that over here. So if you look, we ran scrap, we ran bash, and then we ran PS. Well, this is technically all the user created processes is likely not the information you're looking for. If you're going to be examining processes, to view a list of all system processes, you would have to use the EF flag. So PS-EF, and then as you can see, this is all of the running processes. So what you would do is, again, you could look here at the PID, and then you can see the UID. So the UID is the user who's running it. This is the process number, this is the time, and then this is the command that's being run at the moment. So every process that's currently running on a system is listed along with some basic information about the process. Arguably, the most interesting part about that list is the second column, the 3 to 5 digit numbers, the PID. Those are known as process IDs or PIDs, and they're how you interact with the processes. 90% of the time, you'll likely be wanting to stop these processes, and that's done with the kill command. An apt choice of name. Okay, the syntax of kill command is kill and then the PID. I don't think they're going to have us kill any commands. After running kill, the process no longer shows up. Another useful way to interact with PIDs is through the command top. Top shows you what processes are taking up the most system resources, which allows you to manage the resource allocation on your system by killing the unneeded processes. So top, think of top as the task manager in Windows. All right, so we're done here. Let's go ahead and just share this to Twitter, because we want to show our progress. Is it PWID or PUID? No, it's just PID. All right, so I think we are all done with this room. Well, we are all done with the room. So we're going to terminate it. So we actually did it with time to spare. So we'll close out of that. We'll close this. And I want to shut down my attack box. All right, so we're all good. We're done here. All right, so now let's back out of here. Well, labs. So we are now done with Linux fundamentals. Hey, did you get the 5G nano chip implant from? I did not. I did not get the nano chip implant yet. I'm pretty sure they're going to make that a thing very soon. Right now, I'm just trying to do the research and making sure that whatever option that we do, if and when we do have to do it, it's the right one, because I definitely have seen some good stories, but I've also seen some